Most of us have been taught that being productive means doing more, faster, louder, longer. But the truth is, productivity isn't about how much you do. It's about how intentionally you do it. If you've ever felt overwhelmed, burned out, or like you're constantly busy without actually making progress, this video is for you. Today, I want to share a few life hacks that have helped me get more done, not by pushing harder, but by creating clarity and space. Let's start with time blocking. This is one of the simplest but most powerful tools I've used. Instead of writing a long to-do list and hoping I find time for everything, I block out specific hours in my day for focused work, small tasks, and even rest. It could look like 2 hours in the morning for deep focus, 30 minutes for admin, and time after lunch for creative thinking or movement. Time blocking protects my best energy for my most important work, and it prevents my day from being eaten up by distractions. Next, let's talk about habit stacking. This technique comes from James Clear's book, Atomic Habits, and it works because it uses something you're already doing as a foundation. Instead of trying to create new habits out of thin air, you attach them to existing routines. For example, after I make coffee, I write down my top 3 priorities. After I brush my teeth, I stretch for 2 minutes. These small pairings add up because you're not relying on willpower. You're just gently nudging your habits in a new direction. Now let's get into something that's completely changed how I work: deep work. In a world full of pings, noise, and endless tabs, the ability to focus deeply is rare and powerful. Deep work is when you protect a block of time to focus on one task without distraction. No phone, no notifications, just you, your brain, and the task in front of you. I try to do at least one deep work session each day. Even 90 minutes of true focus can be more productive than 4 hours of multitasking. And don't underestimate your environment. Your surroundings shape your focus, even when you're not aware of it. I've learned that a clean, uncluttered workspace actually helps me think more clearly, so I keep only what I need in front of me. I add natural light or soft music when I can. Even a single plant or a cup of tea can make a space feel calm and grounded. When your space feels focused, your mind often follows. Here's a rule I love for planning my day. It's called the 3-3-3 rule. Every day, I aim to complete 3 major tasks, 3 medium tasks, and 3 small ones. That's it. It keeps me realistic. It keeps me from overscheduling. And most importantly, it keeps me moving forward without collapsing under pressure. One of the most underrated productivity hacks I've learned is this: stop before you're empty. So many of us work until we're mentally drained. But I've found that stopping while I still have a little energy left helps me return to my work the next day with momentum. I'm not starting from zero. I'm picking up mid-flow. That's especially helpful for creative work, writing, or anything strategic. And finally, the most important mindset shift. You don't need to wait for motivation. You don't have to feel ready. Most days, I start even when I don't feel like it. One sentence, one email, one gentle push forward. And once I begin, momentum builds. Action creates motivation, not the other way around. So, no, you don't need a fancy app. You don't need a miracle morning. You don't need to be in hustle mode every hour of the day. You just need to create rhythm, space, intention, and above all, grace for yourself on the days that feel slower. If any of this helped you take a breath or rethink your approach to productivity, I'd love for you to subscribe. I share reflections like this every week to help you build a life that's both focused and gentle. You're not lazy. You're not behind. You're just learning how to work with your energy, not against it. And that, to me, is what real productivity looks like.